Hi, I'm Solvatory. Now let's use the Insane plugin. So it first opens inside the bus, then shows up as context or reference. Here you can add your own context, like a song or prompt it. So technically having a text to music directly in C, we have a completely empty project right now. So we will start and use it as input. So track dark 140 BPM 8 on synth. Here you have the option to randomize the prompt or to engineer it. So let's go and try to engineer it. Perfect. And let's generate. Generating our audio now. And we will subsequently use all the other functions to create our own track that is completely AI based, so to speak. Perfect. So it has generated our track. Here we can technically already drop it into the timeline. Hey, okay, let's go. Perfect. Okay. Under other functions, here we have the track analysis, scale, and key, and we can start splitting it. There's also a loop, so if we want just a section, like the intro, or from where the drums come in, we can separate either into 6 stems or drums only. So why not? Let's split everything now. And first of all, let's separate all our stems. This way, we could already insert these into our project and start working on them as actual samples or change others. Let's say, let's say use them as material. Kozaro's out. Anyway, now, detected drums, others, bass here. We can drop them in here, obviously, and we have, let's say, the entire separation done. Damn, it clicked. Perfect. Split the drums now, directly. So let's separate the drums. I'm using a trap track, but it works with any genre, with drums separated. Let's generate something more jetsy. We can start this now. Just like that. Bam. Just so we can make ourselves a little sample. Perfect. We've got it. We want this one and take all the batteries. Great. And we have, in theory, the entire kick part, the snare part, and we're on top. We've got some cool hits here. Grab them right here and wreak havoc. Perfect. Let's go. Okay, looks right. Now try something jetsy. Perfect. Back to our insane. In theory, we can keep going from here, or make some jetsy. Let's try making some jetsy now. I open a second tab and type jetsy. Trio 140 BPM. I'll do it in F major because the other one is in F major, and 140 BPM, and I'll do guitar and cello. Yes, cello. Let's do guitar and cello with flute, only instrumental. You can prompt in Italian. I'm going to generate. In the meantime, we've made a mess. Okay. Now, let's do. Perfect. We can pitch it down or crazy high. Make a end. End of trap. Ooh. Okay, Jetsy Trio. Listen, we can hear it from insane. Just do this. I'd say it's perfect. We'll separate it. And we actually get some crazy samples to use within the track. I use it purely creatively, with no technical limits. I don't hold back at all, ever. Of course, it can also have more specific applications, such as, for example, as we will see later with the reference to get more particular timbres. Here we have the bass, guitar, and the flute separated. Obviously, I'll take them all and bring them directly into the timeline. So we basically have a bit of chaos. No piano. It's simply not there. I'd say that's great. Let's snap everything crazy. Here we have everything aligned. Mind warping. Always. Or else. Seriously. See what happens. I'll try to remove the dark and bass parts. I'll keep the guitar with the 808. Let's hear what happens. I'd say great. Perfect. Want to try the piccolo? I'm excited already. What if I add flute now? Just to get creative? Let's try this. Million ways to mangle this flute. Pure trap. Anyway, onward now. Say, I've got this guitar, and this 808 now, because we like it. Right now, I'm not changing the mix at all. I'm doing nothing. Really. I'm basically only using insane. And now what I'd like to do is add, for example, a flute, or let's do a trumpet on this. On this guitar. Perfect. What now? Meanwhile, I'll delete everything to keep things tidy. Perfect. So, I'm in the reference section. I opened a tab to lock in the context for my track. I like it. Open it. Drop it into the session and place my song in context. Inside the reference, I can add, say, a trumpet. If I go to T2, I can generate a trumpet or pull one from my samples. Technically, it's the same. I can also load any sound from my library or just create it here. Perfect. Now I'll grab a reference. I already have one. Let's pull it from Splice right now, okay? So I've got Splice open in my DAW. Then trumpets. Okay. I'll take my trumpet, which is in any kind of. I mean, we don't care what key it's in, what BPM it is, at all. Perfect. So, for references, let's say the best thing is to put in samples that are around 10 seconds long. Let's see this one. I like this. Okay, I like this one. I'll take it. Indeed, perfect. I put it inside my reference, and within this context, which is the song we're generating, that we have in the timeline, I go and generate a completely integrated stem. So, in the case where I had a reference or any other sound that I want taken from anywhere else, and I want to insert it into my context, I simply drop it into the reference, and a completely integrated stem will be generated for me within my context. Here we can also delete this and go back to our stems. Perfect. Here we have 3 options, okay? Try all 3. Take one at a time. Add them now. Number 2. You can listen in Insane. Go to Generation. Pick Context Gen. And hear what's made in context. Turn off context and you'll only hear the raw generation. So, I want context. Looks great. Perfect. Grab them. Put all in timeline. Took 1, 2, 3. 3, 2. I think. Yes. Perfect. And go. Let's listen. Let's listen. Looks great. There are infinite ways to do truly everything. The madness. Perfect. Let's say that if I liked one sample more than another, I could also edit it directly inside the plugin. Why? I have this little button pretty much everywhere on all the audio tracks. I have this same little button, which is the MIDI record button. So technically, I load this trumpet's MIDI now to edit it. And the entire piano roll section opens up where I basically have the trumpet inside. What happens? Currently, we are developing it, and the audio to MIDI part is still in beta. But basically, you can already technically edit everything here, and of course, you can snap to the scale. It's F major. I'll snap to scale. I sync the tempo with the DAW, so the piano roll is already aligned to BPM and key. So I'm basically going to completely modify the entire X trumpet part. I'm doing it completely at random now. But of course the core will be to refine the entire, let's say, audio part as if it were a real editor. That is, it's a real editor for fine-tuning all the notes and changing melodies and everything. As options here, then, I have the drag and drop part, basically, where I can drop my piano, my MIDI files, technically, meaning I take it and drop it here, bam, and I have the MIDI of the audio, or I take it and drop it directly into the timeline. I drop the modified audio, which is obviously modified through precisely the MIDI. So let's see what we've done. Really great. This is insane. Account section here, all piano roll settings, and here we have the folder where all the generations, the stem separations, and the MIDI files are separated and stored. Perfect. This was insane. Have fun. Okay, we can add a small supplement to what we've said so far. And that is, if I go to use, for example, the context as a simple separator, I can technically get, let's say, some drums from Splice. In theory, I take light. What do I know? I like the sample X blah blah blah. I drop them into the context, and once dropped in the context, I can separate them. So I can simply separate the toms from the here. Okay, like this. I drop it and it separates the drums for me. With any track, I drop it in and pull out what I need, vocals or instruments. It offers 6-stem separation, so you can isolate guitars, pianos, vocals, every drum part, and bass. And of course, let's say, in the prompting part, you can obviously add the voice as well. So technically, you can make a full song, and then you can extract voice samples and everything. Technically, as this splits, let's generate a full song. Say, generate, I don't know, not sure, EDM, maybe house. House Berlin with voice, female voice. Let's always do 140 BPM. So we can throw it all in. Let's go. Rap lyrics. Let's do a colon. Hey, I'm okay. Hey, I'm insane. Okay. And I generate. Here, in the meantime, we have technically separated, let's say, the snares from the toms, and the crash, and also from the hi-hats. Let's check it. So here we have practically everything. This here is the full drum track. Here we have it perfect, I'd say. And here we have our crash. And it obviously works with full drum kits too. So even where there might be the kick, here we have our dearest. Yeah.
Dim lights, sharp aim. I move in shadows unseen, not for fame, just claiming what's always mine.
I'd say great. Can write lyrics too, but I can't improve. I'm going to separate everything. We've got the vocal. We can drop it into the beat, set at 140 BPM in F major. Check fit. Then anything goes. So, room for creativity. Okay, let's go. We've got guitars, pianos separate. Dump everything in here. We got it. Let's see how it fits. Bam. Bam. We've made something insane. This one started kind of on the upbeat.
Slow, aim steady. I move in shadows, unseen. I don't chase fame, I claim what's mine. Stylish, always ahead of time.
We're here, right?